Okay, good people, once more I welcome you to Technical Drawing Solutions. This is Mr. Roger Sopande. Today we want to draw an ellipse using a rectangular method. So we are going to construct an ellipse using rectangular method. As we all know, a rectangle has got a length and a width. So our major axis is going to be the length of the rectangle, and our minor axis is going to be the width of the rectangle. So we are going to use a major axis of 90 and a minor axis of 65. So let us draw the rectangle. Now our rectangle is gonna have a length of 90, and our minor axis is going to be 65. So we are going to measure length now. A length of 90, that is it, and the width is 65. So now let us draw the rectangle. I will take my T-square upwards to where the arc is and draw a straight line towards that end. And also from down here, from this arc, I will draw using my Z square. I will draw a straight line upwards like that. So the next point, okay, this is my major axis A, B. So that length is the major axis. The minor axis is from here to here, C. Then we have B. So BC is the minor axis. AB is the major axis. So the next point is to divide line AB to 8 equal parts. So I'm going to divide this line AB to 8 equal parts. So this is how we divide a line into equal parts. So after doing that, I will take an appropriate length and then divide this one to 8. Those are 8 parts. So I transfer them to line AB. So this last point, I will align it to point B like that, then put a set square below it. And now I will do those lines. So those lines are parallel that way. That is it. Like that. So after doing that, we also have the minor axis. The minor axis is also line AD is gonna be divided into 8 parts. So it also is supposed to be divided into 8 parts. So I put a reciting length like that with an appropriate length here. I'll divide this to 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 8 like that. So after doing that, so we have a last point here. This is the last point. We match it with point D like that. Then I take this set square, put it below this one like that. Then I start drawing the residing lines like that. Good. That is it. So let us look for the middle point. The middle point is point number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the middle point. So we are going to use it to draw the minor axis upwards. So here is our minor axis line. Yeah. Then the middle one here, picture number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. So we have two axes. We have got the minor axis and the major axis. So this is our minor axis, major axis. Hope all of us are together. Now, let me call this one X, Y. Let me call this one K, then KM. So XY is our major axis, KM is our minor axis. The next point now is to transfer these points here to the major axis XY. So we'll transfer them up. So how do we transfer them? You don't even need to draw. You align your set square with that point, then you mark on that major axis line. You align it with this one, then you mark that line. You align with this, you mark up there. So we are transferring them. You mark this point, you transfer it there. This one also, you transfer. Then we have this one that has been transferred. Then lastly, we transfer that one. Wow, it's an amazing job. So now, after doing that, we want to transfer these lines here to line CB, not to line KM, to line CB. That is where we are going to transfer the points. So we are going to slide our T-square like that. When we meet this point, we transfer it at the other end. So that is what I want to do right now. That one is the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth, and lastly the sixth. So that is it. I've transferred all these points here. I've transferred them to this side using my T-square. I also transferred these points to this center line, which is here, XY, which was our major axis. So now the next step, from point M, I want to use this lower part of my rectangle, AXYD, down here. We want to transfer lines from point M to come to this point here. So what am I saying? From point M, the lower part of the rectangle, I want to transfer those lines like that with my 2H pencil, like that. Good. Then again from point M, I want to transfer them to BY. So I come like that. Like that. Lastly, like that. What we've done down here is what you are going to do at the top part. So from point K, we are going to transfer lines from point K to this side here. So we transfer them to this point. To that point there. And then lastly to this point here. Then after doing that, we also transfer this side. Like that. Like that. Like that. So that is what is supposed to be done. Now, I want to name these points. I want to name these points. Let me call this point 1, 2, 3. Then again I call this point 1, 2, 3. So I want to name the points for it to be easy for you to understand. So again, I'll name this one here. Let me call this one my point 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we want to look for points that we are going to plot there. We are going to plot the ellipse where this ellipse of ours is going to pass through. So now let us start with this point. So we stand at point M. Yeah. Then if you want to make a point of number 3, this line 3 here, this line from M will pass through point 3 and touch this residing line of number 3. So what am I saying there? From point M to point number 3 like that. So we'll draw a straight line like that until it touches point 3. So this is where we make a mark. Again, another one comes from here, passes through point number 2 to that line number 2 up there. So it passes through number 2 at the center there, then comes to this line number 2. That is it. Then another one comes from M, passes through point 1 and goes up until it reaches a line residing 1. So these are the points that we are looking for. The same applies to this other side here. We are going to start with point number 1. That is it. It goes up straight and passes through point 1 like that, comes to line number 1 up here. So this is the point. This one from M passes through point number 2, goes to number 2, residing at number 2 like that. And lastly, from number 3 passes through number 3 like that. That is number 3. So this is the number 3, this is like number 3. That is it. The next one is going to pass from, so we are going to use this point K also, passes through point 1. We are going to draw a line passing through point number 1, comes through to residing 1. This is the 1. Another one from number 2, from K passes through 2, goes down to number 2 below here. That is it. Then lastly, from K passes through point number 3, comes to residing 3. You have that one there. The same case applies to the remaining part of this side. So from K passes through this number 3. From K passes through number 3 like that. Good. Comes to this residing 3. Then from K to number 2. K passes through 2. Comes to residing 2. That is it. And again from K passes through point number 1. Downwards to number 1. That is it. Now using those points that we made there, we want to do what we call a plotting of the curve. So we have the points, now we want to make the curves. Now let me use this curve. I want to use this French curve. Yeah. So I'll use this French curve so that we can get a smoother curve. Actually, that is it. So it takes time, but because we want a very smooth and finer finish, we just have to go with it. So just be patient. That is it. Then lastly, wow, so you can see the quality of finish. So we've drawn an ellipse using a method called rectangular method, and this is the last method of constructing ellipses. So you can watch our previous clips. We have done trammel method, a concentric circle method, we have done focal point method, then this one is the last one, rectangular method. So those are the 4 methods of constructing ellipses. Now if you have not subscribed to this channel, I kindly request you to subscribe, comment and follow. If you like, you can share also to your fellow students or your trainees. So subscribe, welcome to this channel as we go. So this coming week we will be doing orthographic and some kind of service development. So continue following as we bring great things on the table. Thank you and feel most welcome. Bye.